Hello folks, it's JDporkchop. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Space Engineers. I have been busy mining for quite a bit of time now, as we were almost completely out of just about everything. So, the hillside is slowly disappearing. We've used all of this. I mean, it's all gone into that big beast down there. And while we're talking about that big beast down there, let's grab... Yep, I've got plenty of stuff. Grab all the bits we need, and we're going to dive straight into doing a bit more work. I think we'll probably do today, this episode, we're going to do some more work on this, and then after that we'll find a new project to work on just for 1 or 2 episodes, just to break it up a little bit. I don't want it like 5 episodes in a row of building this thing. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff on the inside has been welded up. I've finished this side, finished the wall, put the windows in. Most of the ceiling is done. I also put some batteries in, because now the sun's up. I thought we kind of need to be, storing up this energy. So, I'll just show you where the batteries are. We have stuck them down here. Those two aren't welded up. Oops. Those two are. So I'll probably put some more in. I don't know if as high as the ceiling, but definitely maybe like 6 on this side, 6 on that side. So yeah, that's everything that was done. So first off, let's talk about... Well, what should we do first? Should we do the landing pad first or the painting? Let's do the painting first. So, what I was thinking is... couldn't remember how to paint for a second. Doing the banding around the sides, around the outside, in sort of like a bright white, and then I kind of want the... Oops. Oh. There we go. Then I kind of thinking like the same color as the solar panels for the central bits, and that should all sort of tie in together. So at least it won't look horribly ugly against the blue of the ice as well. So let's just have a look at that color. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's close enough. So let's just sort of paint a little bit of it so we can get a rough idea. Right. So it's a shift. Yeah, no, that's... Well, I suppose, I'll tell you what I could do. I could just paint the whole thing blue and then do the what do you call it, separately. That should make it a little bit easier. Okay. Everything very blue. And then what else do we want to get done today? So yeah, we're going to do the landing platform on the back, and then that's going to be this section, at least pretty much finished. I've got to do the underneath, and I'm sure there'll be some bits here and there that will need tidied up. I'm not quite sure if I'm happy with how I've done the bottom. Like, I think I might copy the top, have that more rounded edge, but I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Or I might bring it down like that on where all the bands are, and have the bands sort of separate away, and then have a gap in beneath where, and then connect to the feet. If that didn't make any sense, don't worry, because I don't know if it made any sense to me. So yeah, let's sort of have a look, see how we're doing. Get this a little done. There we go. Get nice and blue. I think this is the first time I've ever actually bothered painting my base. I think I've always just left it grey. Like I said, until I get up into space, which we are going to be aiming towards soon-ish. I don't know. But I'm getting that urge for uranium. Right, so let's go back and go to white. Then shift to color large area, shift to place to the whole grid. Oh, see, now I could have done that. That'd have been smarter. Oh, doesn't matter. This is why you need to learn your short keys, people. Right. So that make life easier for yourself. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Right, I'll just do these 2 bands on camera. Best layer. So I want to get to building stuff. Let's have a look. See. I don't know about that. That'd be alright. Let's do one more. One more band. Here. So what do we think? Is that okay? It's not the most original of colour things. I think there's one of the starter ships, one of the spawn ships you get is like literally these 2 shades of white and blue. But anywho, it looks alright. So, what other stuff do we need to do? Yeah, so platform on the back. So let's start sort of thinking about that and how that's going to work. We are going to need... Let's get rid of that. Actually, no, let's keep that. So we're probably going to need that for doing some work. And let's see. We are going to need the piping stuff, as always. Let's stick that on first. So that's going to be the underside of it. It's going to be underneath it. Whoops. And oops. Let's just put it back to gray. That there. So how far out? Well, I won't place this yet. Let's get the. So what I was thinking is get the correct block. That would definitely help. So I was thinking we have like a little thin neck, like so. Say about what, 5? Yeah, that's 5. And then have it sort of a sort of circular shape. Now, doing circles with squares is going to be all kinds of fun, but we will see. See what we can achieve. So, well, it doesn't have to be. I don't know. It's the. You can see I put a lot of thought into this. Well, I suppose the best way to do a circle would be find the center first, wouldn't it? So let's just be decisive and say that that is going to be the landing area. Well, I guess the other thing we need to discuss is how many landing ports do we want? Do we just want 1? That doesn't seem very wise, because we might have like 2 or 3 different ships. So where is my connectors? Ta-da! 7. So, for instance, right, we put 1 there, and then 6. Say go 3. Put there. 2. 3. Put 1 there. And go back to connectors. 1 there. Put 1 there. That means 3. That's a lot sort of better, I think. I also think take that away and bring it down 1. That. let's first. Let's just get one area sort of worked out. Now if the drones are going to be no more than sort of like 3 by 3, you don't really need it any bigger than that, do we? So you think, right, if that's going to land, yeah, it's only going to have space to be sort of 3 blocks wide. Otherwise, you know, these ports aren't going to be. So even if it's 5 by 3, that is plenty of space for it to land on. We can always add a bit more on back if we need to. Go. And then how much more out are we going to go? I think what we'll do is we'll do one like that. It's going to end up being square, isn't it? That was me talking about circles, and it's just going to end up square. No, rubbish. I'll definitely fiddle with this at some point, so I don't just want a square sticking out the end. I am trying my best to make this look reasonably pretty instead of just a box. But as I've explained a couple of times, making pretty and making functional are 2 different skills, and I have one and not the other. Right. I don't know if that looks that bad, really. Once it's all whipped up, we'll is that all the same size? Yes. And then I think, well, let's just cut a hole here. Probably put a door in, and then figure out a way of building some sort of platform to get up here. Like stairs or something? So, well, instead of putting the door there, could have stairs come up this way. We could do one either side, and then a gangplank outside. That makes sense to me. So we need some stairs. Stairs. No. Let's just get as far as until it cuts out. I should maybe have refilled those bottles before we started. But hey ho. So yeah, it's beginning to come together. I'm quite happy with it. I think once we've got a little bit more done, we can maybe start thinking about how we want to connect this area to that and start using those refineries instead of these. And also, I will go and grab. Oh, I tell you, we can do that right now. Actually, I was going to say we can grab some silver, because I think for the next tier of tools. Oh, do I need? Oh, right. So platinum. So we can't build this tier until we get to space, but we can build this tier because I already have cobalt, so we just need silver and cobalt. Yes, so let's just grab all this silver. And what else did we come here for? We needed more fuel. Oh, stupid. Let's get rid of this stuff and get rid of those. Cool. Okay. Where were we? We were going to put some stairs in. And we could put... No, I don't like ladders. Well, maybe. Okay. So, first off, let's think where this needs to be. This needs to come up to this level. So, you know... God, can I press the wrong button any more times? Yes, see, and then it sort of intersects the window, and I don't really like that. We could have stairs starting over here. So, like, put, I don't know, one there. There. Then there, and then you sort of get a pretty view of the window. I don't know. Let's fill this bit in first. Those. Do we want to fill in the batteries? It's gonna look kind of weird though, isn't it, with the window being there? I might maybe consider taking it out. And then we'd have the door there. Maybe. I'm not sure about that either. I need some way of being able to like walk out here. I mean, not that I ever actually walk anywhere, I just use my jetpack, but for the sake of, you know, aesthetics, it would be nice to... I don't know, I will think about it and work it out later. So, as for this... now, the other thing I was thinking about, and it's probably what we're going to work on in the next episode, just to sort of break up this whole base building thing, is the ice. How do we want to collect it? Now, first off, I don't want to dig the ice up that is right here, because this is really pretty, and we already have a huge big stinking hole in the side of the hill behind us. I don't want to then have a huge big stinking hole in the lake. So I want to basically collect it from way over there, and then bury it over here. So there's a couple of options. We either build a little mining base over there and then have a flying contraption bring the ice back and forth. We have a flying mining machine that brings the ice back and forth, or we go with another rover. And I think rover is the plan. I don't know, I just think that while we have power issues, we don't have any uranium. I suppose we could do hydrogen, a hydrogen flying machine, a hydrogen powered flying machine. That could, I haven't really played with these new hydrogen engines, so I don't know. Anyway, we haven't actually done anything, I'm just sitting here talking, and we need to crack on. So, it's kind of, you know, whichever way we decide to collect the ice is going to depend on if we're doing a truck. Like, I think I'd want a little raised platform that we drive up onto, and then underneath collectors, and we just dump it out, because that's easier than having to line up with a connector or something. So if we were gonna do that, I think I'd want it so you could drive on and then drive off it, like a car wash. So the pipe would have to come down. I suppose we could just bring it straight down from there. So let's try, and then that could be a foot for the thing. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That makes sense. At least it makes sense to me. If you're all wondering what I'm going on about, then wait and see. It's coming. We're getting there. Okay. So, how do we proceed? So we could just put on a bit like that. Oh, look at that! That like fits perfectly. And then come across, and it's probably going to be a large grid mining thing. So we're going to come along quite a little bit. Then let's do one. And have that there. Then the connectors will go on top of that. So probably actually don't need that, or that, because I want the. So when you go back, that. Probably do 4 wide, 4 across. So 4x4 square. Each one of these is going to have a connector on the top. So our big ice mining truck will just sort of park here, dump its load, and then drive off. Okay? A bit like how they dump grain out of, you know, when they build trucks up the grain. The only reason I know that is from playing Farming Simulator. Right, so let's think then about where we want to put this. Collector, there we go. Right, so we're going to put that there. And you know, the way we're doing things up there is really working. You know, instead of having to every time I want to empty my little mining truck, I don't have to worry about lining up connectors. And yeah, I'm fairly good at driving that thing, but it's still a bit of a pain in the butt if I have to do it every 5 minutes. So this way, it should hopefully be less of a pain in the butt. That's basically what I'm saying. Now, I was going to have that flush with the floor, but if there's any sort of spillage, would we maybe not be better bringing the floor up one and then having that kind of contraption? And then, but the thing is then we're getting quite high, and the top of the truck is now going to clip that as it comes through. So, no, is the answer to that question. Not going to do that. Just going to have to hope that I line it up properly every time. Which I feel like this is going to get a redesign. Right. So, do you sort of at least kind of get what I'm going for here? So 3 on that side, 3 on this side, and then that, and then, I mean, this is going to be one big ice truck if it needs that platform to fit on. But I do intend on building quite a big ice truck, because we're going to need a lot of hydrogen. And also, if we're going to go collect it from way over there, then I want it to be quite big so that, you know, one load is tons. Okay. Right, I'm going to pause and do a little bit more. I'm really strongly considering ripping this all down and dropping it into the floor. The only reason is because this is not the bottom. You know, there's still going to be more stuff coming down. How much more stuff? I don't know. I haven't built it yet. But I'm now thinking we either need to move all this so that it's to the side, or it needs to drop. And if it drops, then it means there isn't a ramp to drive up to get onto this. You can just drive straight onto it. So I think I might actually do both. I might move it a little to the side and drop it down. So I will be back when that has been done, because I don't want to have to rip all this down and then do it again on camera, because that would be a whole episode. And I'll do some welding, and I will be back. We're already past 20 minutes. Like, the time just flies. I wanted to have all this done before this episode was finished. But, well, it still will be, because I'll just do it between episodes. But, yeah, time flies when you're having fun, huh? So, let me look. So, we got 3. We decided we were going to go with 4, though, didn't we? So, 3. Cut back this a little bit. And that should be us. So, we need to put 1 more of these in. Then 1 more of those in. Just go for this. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Obviously, I've got to build it lengthwise, but widthwise. And then what I've done here is just half blocks and hidden the pipe underneath. Obviously, I'm going to cut all this away to finish the pipe off, but it's just to sort of show the concept. and then this will be a supporting leg, one of many. And we'll sort of space out the other ones so they're all even. And yeah, I'm quite happy with this. We're going to have a landing area for our mining drones that have to go mine stuff, you know, way over there. A drop pad for our ice miner, and yeah, it's all looking very good. So I'm going to be doing a lot of welding. This is probably going to be the last episode I'm going to record today, because this is going to take an hour or two. I have to finish it tomorrow, but yeah, the everything sort of comes together. So in the next episode we're going to build the thing that will be dropping the ice into our new platform, just to break it up, just so we're not building this monstrosity all the time, and hopefully that's going to be the start of our hydrogen powered phase. We can get away from using the crappy batteries. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, a like and a subscribe would really be appreciated, and I will see you in the next episode.